jump into the biggest, probably one of the biggest things that dropped this week on the internet, which was a new trailer for Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Mm-hmm.
Tickets are on sale. 6 brand new posters dropped. 6
Fire too.
posters also dropped. There was a lot of promo going on for Wakanda Forever this past Monday, and it was literally trending within 2 minutes of the trailer dropping, which is insane. So
Mm-hmm.
this latest trailer gave us a bunch of new footage, some new dialogue, new scenes, some new action sequences. Obviously, we got to see our first look at Riri Williams as Ironheart in action in her Mark One armor, referencing the infamous dude. Uh, we also, like I said, we got Namor in action, and we actually got some dialogue from Namor this time around, and we got a little more information about his culture, what Atlantis will be like in the MCU this time around from M'Baku. So I don't know what you guys think about Namor. There was some pushback. You got that small crowd who were kind of like critiquing how he sounds, what he looks like, critiquing his wings. Obviously, people don't read comic books, but
The
what do you
wings are
guys think?
fire.
What do you guys think about Namor? We got to see him in
After
action
you,
and talk
Boozer.
this time.
After you,
So
Boozer.
I think that's a lot.
You listen, like I think he looks fantastic. Between the just the outfit. I mean, I looking at him, especially in like the old comics. If someone was like, "We're gonna put him in live action," thinking of a suit that looks cool or like an outfit that looks actually cool and not like goofy, I would never have imagined it. If you would like told me this like years ago, I'd have been like, "Nah, that's not gonna come out right." I think his outfit looks great. I think his the way they did his feet looks great. His kind of like hopping around as well was pretty interesting. Um, I feel like the society that they've built feels rich. You know what I mean? It feels like
Right.
there's something you can dig into there, with like rich lore and stuff like that. Like it feels like they've thought about a lot of the things. Like it's not just like they have like a basic foundation. It just feels like if you ask them questions, they probably have like answers on so much. Like how do they operate? How do they deal with this? How do they mourn? Like you got to think about those things when you world build. And I think that they did that. I mean, we'll find out. But man, his throne, the shark throne, fire. Absolutely fire. I don't know. I think I think what they did was very interesting, and I'm all for it. I have a feeling it's going to come across really great. I need them to have this same energy with the way they cut this trailer and the posters that they released with all future movies, because they gave us some hot fire posters, and I think the trailer was well cut. I feel like it didn't give too much away, and it was just an interesting trailer. Like I felt like the whole trailer, I was like just like captivated on the screen. You know what I mean? I just was like interested. I'm like, I am watching this from beginning to end, and then I'm probably going to watch it again. It was a really, really good trailer.
Yeah, I know I said on the pod last time that I'm not going to be watching trailers anymore. I just watched the first trailer, but this move with Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I'm just like, I was debating. I'm like, should I watch this trailer? And I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm going to go in and I'm going to watch it. Literal chills by the time I finished watching
so good.
that
And
trailer.
the music,
it was so good.
The music
everything.
in both these trailers, like
it just evoked so much emotion, not just like from everything. Like even the reveal of Shuri as in her Black Panther suit at the end of the trailer was dope. Coming in, kind of like dropping in, kind of like how Chadwick dropped in the first movie. After the I Never Freeze, that moment, and then just dropping in on Wakanda on those mercenaries. It was just, bro, the parallels to that. I just feel like this movie's gonna have be tear jerking from start to finish. Like, and I even feel like Namor is also gonna have some sort of emotional like backstory to make it. To obviously the Tanakh Huerta has said that Namor is not a full blown villain of the movie, as we all know. Everyone who's read the comics or at least follows people who have been talking about Namor in the comics and what this movie can lead to, which obviously could lead into Doctor Doom and him being the big baddie behind the scenes and all that stuff. I think there's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening here in this movie that will really like change the landscape, not just for Wakanda. I don't want to mispronounce the word to what they changed Atlantis to, because that just kind of rude. But just world building and the mythology that they're adding to all that, and what we can get in phase 5 when Fantastic Four comes out. I think is going to be super exciting.
Yeah, but real quick, the last thing I'm going to say on that is like the one thing I really like is how even in like Black Panther 1 and then now in Black Panther 2, like they really don't dive into like their villains haven't been pure villain. They haven't been like the pure evil villain. Like the ones that are just like, well, this person just sucks. Like they're both and like obviously we haven't seen Namor in this one yet, but like I'm sure we know what kind of path they're going down with him because he's really not a villain per se. We know his character from the comics. So man, I just think like I just have a feeling it's gonna be so good. Like I'm super stoked. There's obviously things that are like disappointing, like not seeing like the original Black Panther fighting Namor, but like these are things that we can't control.
We can't control.
But like either way, I think I don't know. I just feel like was a smart move, like how this movie is being made. It feels like this movie is gonna have so much feeling and so much like thought put into it. I just feel like it's gonna deliver on all cylinders.
Word. Ed, I don't know if you caught the trailer, but I'm pretty sure you stay away from this.
Ed follows his rules, and Ed did not watch any trailer. I unfortunately see a couple of stills. I see stills scrolling through Instagram, but
posters were fire though, right?
I want to say the poster I saw was the one that you posted, Ozzy. So I want to say yes. I saw it look good. It looks like a good poster. You know what I mean? I saw the one. Cool I saw the one like still image of Namor. So I saw the feet and the wings, and it looked good. I was like, cool, but I swiped up very quick. I was like, I don't need to see anymore. A little disappointed that they confirmed that it's Shuri. Even though, of course, like we were hoping for something like if they were going to switch it up.
They do kind of show 2 different Black Panthers in the trailer.
Okay, so again, so I'll be surprised. No, I'll be surprised.
There's one. Well, Ed, if you want to go on earmuffs right now, there is one scene where you see a Black Panther creeping up behind Namor, but it's not Shuri's Black Panther because it doesn't have the beads.
Okay.
So if you go back and watch the trailer, if you look, it's a quick shot. It's literally like Black Panther, whoever that Black Panther is, just coming, sneaking into the frame. It kind of does a short close up, a zoom in on the face, and you can see that it's a version of Black Panther. We just don't know who it is. And then obviously you get the big reveal of Shuri at the end with the beads and all that. I was actually kind of hoping they went more the comic book route. It looks very comic accurate, but I did want the fur and all that stuff and the kimono beads and all dangling around because I kind of like that comic book costume of Shuri. I think they went more the minimalistic route and gave her the features to make her identifiable as the Black Panther, and it looks really good. It actually turned out to be better than
there's still time, you know what I mean?
What if we get Nakia and Shuri as Black Panthers?
Yeah,
they've done something similar with the Zarazi. You know what I mean? The military force and everything. They have like the white wolves, like and all that kind of stuff. They're technically like a military force of it and everything, but then they're dressed like kind of like Black Panthers and everything, but just all white. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do something like that. They'd be like, hey, we need technically a military force because now they have like nobody. I would not be surprised that they bring in those type of guys and everything like that to be like,
I mean, they got the Dora Milaje, they got the what they call the Midnight Angels. They're called the Midnight Angels, right?
Yeah. So the Midnight Angels are just like the 2 that gets the suit. You know what I mean? So like that, but they're still Dora Milaje and everything in the comics and everything. They just ended up taking some high-tech armor, everything like that, just because of the fact they were like, F this, and then he bounced. But there's a lot of stuff that they could do. Again, one of the things we never seen was that, the military like group and everything for the actual Wakanda itself, and hey, there's shit we could do. So multiple Black Panthers, why the hell not?
I'm excited.
Dude, I'm excited to see more of the Dora Milaje and like just like the battles. I'm just excited to see how they differ.
I mean, from an emotional standpoint and a storytelling standpoint, the thing with Black Panther lore, whether it be in the comics or in the movie, the women play an integral part. There's a patriarchy, but the women are still at the forefront of that patriarchy. They're not minimalized, or they play a lesser role compared to their male counterparts in this society, at least. But seeing how the women cope with all this, such a major loss, see how the rest of Wakanda as a whole deals with this major tragedy, and then now seeing how the world wants to kind of, you know, capitalize on that. And I just want to see how they overcome that. That's my thing. I want to see how they overcome that. I know it's going to be very, very emotional.
Black Panther's mom, was it Ramonda, played by Angela Bassett? Her lines, man, hit hard. Her delivery of her lines.
It's Angela Bassett, bro.
Like, when she was saying how she's lost everyone. Dude, every line I've heard in these trailers,
the line where she's like, "Oh, show them who we are," and then they reveal Shuri as Black Panther. Oof,
dude,
bro, spine.
Every line, I just can't. Like, every line is just hot fire out of her mouth.
It's great. It's great.
Absolute hot fire.
Oh yeah, fun little tidbit. Actually, this was revealed. This will be my final little input on this movie for now until the movie releases. Ryan Coogler did reveal this past week to Entertainment Weekly that he considered walking away from filmmaking as a whole after Chadwick passed. That's how hard his death hit him.
Yeah,
which is, I mean, it's understandable. He became a good friend to you.
Mm-hmm.
This is someone you were working with for years. You were in the midst of working on this movie specifically with him. That tragedy happens. You got to go back and deal with that.
Yeah.
And you got to rework this movie as a whole while dealing with that.
Yeah.
And then you kind of have to relive that grief and mourn again as you're doing the press tour for this, leading up to release. It's a lot, man. So, I mean, kudos to the entire cast and Ryan Coogler, everyone who's worked on the film, to be able to overcome such a loss and still, you know, deal with what they were dealing with personally and at least professionally to get this movie off the ground and obviously get made for us to feast on, essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on from that.